Howie. Well, there's the ski league done. They're individual races. It is an M-shaped course. They come back into the beach each time through. The board league, all around 20 minutes. The M-shaped course for the board as well. And the swim league as well. So they go out around the buoy, body surf in, run around the Renault Collius, and then back out again to the other side of the course and back in, hence the M-shape.
The style of format today, it's a handicap of a shoot guy explaining exactly what's occurring.
3 qualifying races today, a ski, a swim and a board race, all separate, 10 minutes rest in between each one. We tally those positions. If you've had a 10th, a 10th and a 10th, that's 30 points. Go into the last race, which is an Ironman short course race. 30 points becomes 30 seconds. That's where you go off after the gun goes.
Beautifully explained, Nick. Big crowd on hand, great day. It doesn't really get any better in the world of Kellogg's Nutri-Grain Ironman.
It is absolutely sensational here on the Sunshine Coast, and Coolum Beach has put on a fantastic day, and I have to say the people here at the Surf Lifesaving Club have really looked after the whole Ironman contingent very, very well. Are you 47 or 48 now? Have you had a birthday?
I turned 48 on February 29. I'm a leap year baby.
Okay.
So I get one every 4 years.
Okay, so you're still 47.
I'm 12 years of age.
So you got no wrinkles and just built like an Adonis guy.
Nice.
Set for a start, and away they go. Andrew Book and Ali Day misses the start. The series leader has missed the start. His left foot popped out of the ski.
He nearly went over then. So the black ski, you'll see him on the left-hand side of the screen. There's Ali Day. So he missed it. There's about 10 guys got in front of him. He'll have to work to catch up. He needs to make sure he's up there in a good position going to that last Ironman race, Nick.
Yeah, lots of hard, fast stroking going on by Ali Day. And it was Matt Poole in the pink that was right beside him. But already we see out in the front there. Is that the style of Zane Holmes,
no,
or is that Shannon Eckstein?
It's either one of those two guys. They rate so slowly and they're so pretty when they paddle. It's one or the other. It could be Zane Holmes, but certainly there's Ali Day. So Ali Day slides. What happens there is he actually missed a stroke with his paddle and it slid his bum out of the seat. But most people would have gone out of the seat then and fallen out, but he sorted himself out, but it gave him a slow start because of it.
So the reality was he did miss the start, but at this stage it wasn't too much that he can't recover.
Well, let's hear from Ali Day, the man that is leading the series by 10 points.
I think you are only human if you do think about it. You try not to think about the points and you try not to look at things like that, but you know, you just do. And you start questioning how good you are and how good this guy is, or have I done enough training, is this preparation good enough? And I think at the end of the day you just got to look at taking every day as it comes and every training session as it comes, and then following that by just taking every race as it comes. You know, things can go wrong and things can go right, and you just hope that everything goes right for you, for yourself, and yeah, you just got to do the basics right, I think, and keep a level head. I got mum and dad to thank for that, and a brother, and a sister as well. So if you can keep doing that, I think, and just stay relaxed, I think that's the best way to sort of avoid looking at things like the point score and worrying about the series.
Shannon Eckstein leads his brother Kane Eckstein. Clayton is up there. Ali Day, Zane Holmes not too far away. They're heading out to the first buoy. They'll go parallel with the beach. Then they'll try and catch a wave in home. This is the Kellogg's Nutri-Grain Ironman Series. Welcome back to Coolum Beach. Glorious conditions, and we join the field as they are right into the wave zone. That is Shannon Eckstein trying to get the way onto a wave. He leads his brother Kane at this stage, and he's just making his way onto a little runner there, and that'll take him right in on this M-shaped course.
Well, how he's right on the turn. The Renault Collius is the turn. It's an M-shaped course. They come in for the first time, Nick. Go back out again. Kane Eckstein is down to the south of the beach, so he's not lined up on the turn here, and he needs to make his way up the beach to the left-hand side of the screen.
And just a reminder for those viewers that didn't hear what the format was, each of these 3 disciplines are a time trial. So Shannon Eckstein, if he can get some first place across there, and that will end up being a 1-second deficit off the start of the eventual race that we'll see after a ski, a swim and a board.
Yeah, three results added together. Turn that into seconds, that's what you get. You have a 10th, a 10th, a 10th, 30 points, that's 30 seconds when the gun goes for the Ironman race. As we see, Shannon Eckstein around the Renault, so Shannon Eckstein making every post a winner. He needs to come back and get some points. I'll tell you what, he is on fire today already.
Only 14 points behind, and he thinks if he can narrow the margin to under 10 at Noosa, he could win his 4th straight. It's motivating to try and win 4 series in a row. So he's having a fair crack at it, the current reigning champion. and his entire career he's never missed a podium.
Well,
6 wins, a second and a third, Leach. He wants to keep up with that.
The most consistent Ironman of all time, you would say. And there's skis coming in, skis going out. There is bedlam going on here. There's a ski sideways as one of the competitors trying to turn his ski around. So it's all about trying to get your ski back out again as cleanly as you can. The surf's about 3 foot. The wind's come into it. The tide is dropping. The waves will break more consistently on the bank. But at the moment, Shannon Eckstein on the ski, Nick, looking very strong.
Yeah, he does look strong. Ali Day hasn't done too bad a job either after missing that start just slightly. Matt Poole is up there as well. So, you know, he's got some company just behind him.
You know what? I said to Kane Eckstein, Howie, in the Red Bull Athletes Compound, what do you need to do to win one of these shorter races? You are just the freak at the endurance races, there's no doubt. And you know what? What he needs to do is get a good start. And he's done that in this race, and he's in the top 5.
Ali Day, Corey Jones, you can see there, Ali Day as series leader. He leads by 10 points, which is a very, very nice result. He's had 2 seconds, but for a young man, has not made a mistake, Leachy.
No, he's very consistent. Someone that right up until now, the reason why he's doing so well is because he just doesn't make any major mistakes. Everyone else has done some certain things during races, but he's the one. Now, Hayden, you're on the beach, and what's happening down there?
Yeah, I'm with Kendrick here. Kendrick, you were very vocal when those boys were coming around that turn and out through the break. Mate, it must be tough watching from the sidelines.
It's extremely tough. It's not the way I want to end my series, but, you know, this is as close as I can get to being out there and cheering these boys on and watching them racing hard.
Mate, I'm sure they appreciate the support. Mate, what have you got to do to get yourself back for next series?
You know, I've done a lot of damage. You know, I'm going to be out for a good 16 weeks, and, you know, it's a long road back, but, you know, I guess I'm just going to have to do what I did this year, you know, work hard and, you know, see how it all ends up.
Well, mate, you definitely showed us you're worth it today over the series. But, mate, good luck. Hang in there, and we look to see you next series.
Ali Day and the Eckstein boys around the buoy in this M-shaped course. 4 events today, and we are starting off with a ski leg. And Ali J, he just looks so strong and so powerful. He's a wiry customer, but very strong.
Still 85 kilograms of sheer muscle, no fat on any of these guys. They're ripped greyhounds that train so much that you can't put on weight. They can literally eat whatever they want, and he's just shown what he's going to do today. Like, he had a bad start, was back in about 15th position out of 20 in the field. He's worked his way through, come back at both the Eckstein boys, and he's right in the mix at the moment. Shannon Eckstein, probably the best downwind paddler in the field. He is renowned for getting on those little bumps which are generated from the wind and really driving forward. But Ali Day, a higher rating, someone that really rates high, and Kane Eckstein right in the mix as well.
Shannon Eckstein just changing direction a little bit, chasing whatever runs he could find out there. Beautiful shot of his technique where the head does not move and all the work is being done by a rotation of around the tummy, the core, and then just the power through the arms. It's incredible.
It's back and lats at propeller stiff forward, 20% are arms and 80% are back and lats. The only thing to note when they go out on the ski is that they're probably travelling at about 12, 13 kilometres an hour when you're going into the wind. When you come downwind like this, you're all of a sudden going over 20 kilometres an hour, which is a completely different change of speed.
If you want to get any information about the Kellogg Nutri-Grain Ironman Series, jump on that website, surfironmanseries.com. There no doubt will be a Twitter explosion from Candice Falzon after her win. And Maddie Poole, her boyfriend, is working away. But at the front of the Kellogg's Nutri-Grain Ironman, it is Shannon Eckstein just trying to rate himself onto a wave.
Well, here you go. This is the one now. So this swell will turn into a wave. It's onto the bank, and there goes Shannon Eckstein, having to push his way over a bit of chop. He's done that. Trev, great bit of surfing from Shannon Eckstein.
Shannon's looked really, really good this whole ski leg. So's Ali Day. Before they came in the water today, I was checking them all out doing their warm-up. I cannot believe, Leachy, how buff these guys are. There's about 1,000 muscles sticking out of every single one of them.
Trev, one's gone sideways, two's gone sideways. So 2 of the competitors have lost their skis. They've come off the side of the wave. Trouble for Hugh Doherty, I think. Is that Hugh Doherty?
Hill.
Corey Hill's in trouble. Another one sideways. Ali
Day, the series leader.
Is Rocco.
The series leader is trying to hold onto his ski. He'll have to wait for the next wave to come through. Hugh Doherty,
quickly though. There's
Kane
another ski as
Eckstein.
well.
Shannon's off as well.
Oh,
He's swimming.
It's just happening everywhere here. Shannon Eckstein, it's a race to the shore here with his ski. It's up near the rocks at the southern end of the beach. So can Shannon Eckstein get in before someone comes through in a wave?
Ali Day at the back is still holding onto that ski like it is a bucking bronco. Shannon Eckstein may be first on the sand. You can see Ali Day in the centre of screen. That is him off the ski, all happening at Coolum Beach. But this man, the Professor, he has been absolutely fantastic. He's coming up onto the sand now. He believes with 14 points deficit he can make that up with Noosa coming next week. He has been a phenomenon in this sport. He's won this series so many times. And the king, the Professor, Shannon Eckstein, crosses the line first. All important, Hugh Doherty, the man from down south, he'll be in second, and Kane Eckstein knows third is his. That could be Phil Clayton as well. The veteran coming through in 5th position.
Corey Hill's in
on under Corey Hill. We still haven't seen Ali Day at this stage.
Ty Hurst coming through there. I think, is that Ali Day now or still not coming through? This is a disaster for the series leader. Reece Drew's coming through there. Here's Ali Day now. So Ali Day in the top 10, but someone who was leading coming into the wave area.
Hayden.
Shannon, what a way to start the day and what a way to finish that race, mate. You're almost on the rocks.
Yeah, a bit of a mistake there. I think we didn't really know where the cans were, so we're down a bit too far to the south, and the wind's chasing that way, and with the high tide, it's right up on the rocks, so I was lucky my ski might be dinged, I don't know.
No, I think the boys got a hold of your ski, so you should be right for the Ironman. Good way to start. Well done, mate.
Thanks, mate.
Well, we said Ali Day has not made a mistake. I don't know if you'd call it a mistake, but he came unstuck in the nasty Coolum break. Shannon Eckstein wins the ski in front of Hugh Doherty, Kane Eckstein, Corey Hill, Phil Clayton, Wes Berg and Kai Hurst. Ali Day back in 9th position. Well, the Eckstein boys said they believe they can catch him if it continues this way. Indeed, they may. Let's hear from Swim League is next. Some very, very fit men there. Phil Clayton, the veteran, looking to go. Zane Holmes, congratulations, I must say to Zane. He has got, Nicole, you could explain this. He's got twins on the way, Zane Holmes. Congratulations.
Really?
Is this going to be a good thing or not?
It'll be a fantastic thing eventually.
No, his wife and Zane just realised this week that he was having twins, so he's got a bit of extra pressure riding on his shoulder because he's got to start paying the bills for 4 now instead of 2.
Oh, get to sleep while you can.
All right, we are set for a start in the swim. You can see there Kane Eckstein. He is a beast of a man. Matty Poole in pink. And the father of 2 to be, Zane Holmes, heading out in the water in the light blue. Beside him in the gold top is Kai Hurst, Tommy Trembath as well, as they punch out through the Coolum surf.
So I've never seen Kai Hurst in the last 4 or 5 years lose a surf race, and this is what you would call surf race. Out and back twice, M-shaped course, but when it's just swimming, he's the man to go to. He's the best surf swimmer in the world, and Nick, it would be a real upset if he didn't win this.
Yes, certainly would be. This is definitely his domain, so it'll be interesting to see once he gets out through this break whether or not he can get into some really nice rhythm. You know, he's going to the London 2012 Olympic Games, so he's been doing a lot of pool work, but also remaining a priority with this Ironman racing as well.
Why is he such a good swimmer? I mean, I know bits and pieces, but you being an 11-time national champion in the pool,
I think you gave me one more than I needed.
Well, you deserve it. 10 times national champion. Tell us why he's such a good swimmer.
Look, I think obviously his technique is there, his feel is there, and that is really important for all the elite swimmers, but he's also done the work. He's been doing this for 15, 16 years, and Trev Hendy, you've seen him swimming up and down the pool. In fact, I think during your comeback that you're currently making, you probably see him swim a little bit these days, don't you?
Yes, no, I see him swim once a week when I go. No, I have seen him swim quite a bit, and that's the one thing with Ironman is that the talent in the swimmers is running deeper and deeper, so you see some fantastic techniques right down to 6th, 7th, 8th best swimmer at the moment, I reckon anyway, and I think that's one thing that's really improved.
All right, let's have a chat now with Zane Holmes. He's won the Australian Ironman title, the world title, he's won the Kellogg series, and he has won the Coolum Gator Gold. The man's done it all.
I think it's great for the sport. I mean, there's Shannon and myself sort of dominated there for the last few years, and in particular Shannon, you know, had that year off and he dominated, but then the last season and this season, you know, you've seen quite a number of winners. And this series in particular, probably the most competitive series I've been involved with, which is only good for the sport. You know, it makes it more exciting, and I think it's also due to the fact we've got different formats. That some formats suit certain people, which has really shown.
Congratulations again to Zane and Kai. Twins on the way. Let's have a look at the results from that first round. All important today in this format. It was Ali Day was the surprise. Shannon Eckstein, he is +1. Hugh Doherty +2. Kane Eckstein +3. Phil Clayton +5. Kai Hurst +7, but as I said, the surprise was Ali Day. He is back at +9 at this stage. Zane Holmes in 11 and Tommy Atkinson +14. Kai Hurst, the Olympic swimmer, he's been to Beijing and he's off to London, and says this type of training is just such a mental test, and that's what he needs in London. That's why he loved racing in Perth.
He's got a great gap, Howie. He's about 15 metres in front of Shannon Eckstein at the moment. Phil Clayton sitting in behind Shannon, and there's no surprises there with those two, Nick. And but also Tibbetts, that's a bit of a surprise. Alex Tibbetts is up there. Corey Jones doing well in the swim as well. He's got a massive fan base on the beach here. There's all these people running around with these fake beards on, and there's a competition for the best sign that Bennett Nipperboard gets for the best sign here, and there's stacks of signs, but I think we'll actually open it up to the beards as well.
Yes, I think that's a very good, wise move, but lots of dragging going on, or wash riding, as you boys out in surf lifesaving call it. We call it dragging in the swimming pool, but lots of dragging going on there. Phil Clayton sitting in very nicely. You can see him with his clear goggles. So he's just sitting in behind Kai at the moment. But Kai, lots of looking going on by Kai, making sure he's on the right direction, watching as the leader, watching to make sure he really looks at that buoy.
Well, it's certainly flattened out. I mean, the tide's dropping down to a low tide in the next hour or so. With that, the swells drop down, and it really, there's Phil Clayton with a high arm stroke in the middle of the screen. Corey Jones behind him, just off screen. But that's Shannon Eckstein in front of Clato, and then right out in front, 15 metres in the lead. There he is, the yellow jersey, imposing stroke of Kai Hurst. Swell has dropped around 2 foot.
It could end up being a matter of timing, though. Sometimes the luck has it that being out in front doesn't always get you the wave.
No, but you know what? He gets to go back out again, doesn't he?
Yeah, exactly.
So, you know, he's in control here. What he's going to do is make sure that he takes this event, this race, the second qualifying event, but not use up any more energy than he needs to, because he's got the full Ironman race at the back end of this to decide who wins the day. He's going to get on this. So here he goes. He's had a look here. He knows there's a wave there. He'll push down the front of this. He is a great technician of body surfing. Keep the weight down forward into the shoulders to make sure. And there's the rest of the field. There's Kane Eckstein in the orange coming down a wave.
Phil's on it.
Oh, and there was a late takeoff by a couple of competitors. Hard to get down when you've got it like that. But Kane Eckstein took off perfectly on that one. But Kai Hurst out in front.
He is the human surfboard. There's no doubt about that, Kai. As he comes into the beach in this halfway through the M-shaped course, he keeps himself low, he keeps himself flat, and most importantly and most amazingly, he keeps his head down and doesn't take in oxygen.
Well, they know when to breathe, they know when to take a breath, they can feel where the power is and know when to take a breath and when not to. There's a real feeling you get as we see Kai Hurst, the Olympian, running around the Renault Collier. So that is the prize for the winner of the series, the men and the women. So a great prize to win the series here in the Kellogg Nutri-Grain Ironman series.
Tommy Trenbar.
As Tommy Trenbar, our law student, runs around the course, does law during the day and trains around that with Ironman.
Won a couple of USA Ironman titles as well, and this man, wouldn't he love to win an Australian Ironman title? He's had 2 wins this year, both the enduro rounds, round 1 and round 4, and he is just an impressive unit. Anyway, you look at it, Nicole.
No, he has a very good physique, and he's got the results on the board as well. He was just sensational in that marathon race in Perth two weeks ago, 1 round ago, where he blitzed the field and said he was only going at 85%. Just incredible. There's his brother that we saw a moment ago, Shannon. Here's Phil Clayton.
The old dog of the series, Phil Clayton. He
still can't wipe the smile off his face.
He's so happy to be back, you know. He retired 5 years out, and he's back, and
Ali Day.
And he's looking so good. Ali Day back in about 7th position as Zane Holmes comes around the Renault. He's looking strong as well. And Ali Day now sitting in a position that he needs to make sure that he makes no more mistakes here this afternoon.
Well, he's back in about 7th or 8th, Guy. And just once again, if you're joining us, explain how these qualifying events lead us into the final race. That's putting some pressure on Ali Day.
Yeah, we've got 3 qualifying races. We had a ski leg already. This is the swim, the second qualifying race, the third being a board. If you have a 10th, a 10th, and a 10th in the 3 races, that's 30 points. That gets converted into seconds. The last race, the all-important last race, is a short course Ironman, which takes about 15 minutes. Gun goes, you're off 30 seconds if that's what your points are.
Great shots from the chopper as we come in across the headland of Coolum, off to the beach. Off to the left is the PGA course at the Hyatt, and coming over there's a nice little point break there as you move through into Coolum, the town. It's 27 degrees, 24 in the water. Eventually we'll pick up our swimmers. I don't think there'd be a better place to work in Australia, Nicole.
Oh, I'm pretty happy with the position that we've got right now, particularly given that we are a little bit air-conditioned where we are as well, watching out onto the balcony of the Surf Lifesaving Club and seeing the athletes in the water. So it is very nice as we see Kai Hurst. Here he is. Now, he's in a little bit of no man's land at the moment, not going too far. He's working quite hard as he swims. I think he's swimming across at the moment. So, no, coming back in now. So he's waiting for a little bit of a swell to lift. He'll start to look under his arm to see what is coming behind him. And when necessary, he'll start to increase his stroke rate. Trev, is there anything coming?
There's not a lot. We're still a little bit of distance to go yet to the wave area. There's a bit building now. Now, interestingly enough, I thought Shannon Eckstein was pegging Kai back on the way back in the first time around. He got left behind by that wave. It broke over his head. He's caught up Tommy Trembath and Kane Eckstein, swam into second spot. So the professor's at work there. He's working out the numbers, and it's not about how many seconds behind you are. It's about places. So he's obviously working on second place here. But we come back into the wave area now. There's a few swells behind us. Kai is a chance in the next 20 seconds of picking something up, actually.
Now, Trev, Kai Hurst being so far in front. Two questions. Will he back off a bit because he's got such a lead and he can reserve some energy for later? And also, where's Ali Day?
Well, two answers for you, Leachy. Just watch Kai Hurst. He might be about to pick up a wave. If he doesn't get this one, he'll probably get the one after it. I reckon he might have backed off a little bit, but he would also be thinking if he can actually get a decent lead, it makes the rest shorter for everybody else, so they have to work a little bit harder. Now, Ali Day is back on the second, third, fourth, fifth pack. So that's what, third, fourth, fifth, maybe about eighth spot. And Kai Hurst has just missed that wave as well.
He has indeed, Trev.
And there's nothing coming.
Well, there you go. So the question is whether the guys behind, the field behind, will time it onto that bank and get away, because at the minute Kai Hurst is out of luck as far as the bank goes and the waves. He might have to swim the whole way in, which could put a dampener on this, but at the minute he's got a great lead and he deserves to win his second qualifying race, being the swim league.
Yeah, I was waiting for the backstroke to start. Kai Hurst is now backstroking, having a look to see whether or not there is anything out towards the horizon that will give him a lift. There he is, backstroking, waiting to see what he can catch.
Your stroke, Nick.
He's doing it very nicely.
He can do all the strokes, but he's really in no man's land at the moment. He knows it's shallow water.
Ali's with Zane still.
Ali Day is working with. So there's waves out the back. So there are waves coming through now. The second pack hasn't got any waves, but Shannon Eckstein's about to pull onto one. Kai's just missed a wave. No, so no one's on a wave at the moment, but at the back, I think there's another wave coming through for the group.
Ali Day needs to finish in front of that group. He can't afford to continue dropping positions and seconds, which is start time. Out the front, though, it's Kai Hurst and the Eckstein boys. Great effort by Tommy Trembath. And the Seagull, he of the beard, Corey Jones, also right amongst it. As the boys out the back try and stroke it on, that's Zane Holmes. And to the right of him is Ali Day, and this is exactly what the big Zapper wanted. Ali Day there and Phil Clayton waiting to try and get picked up, and there is our series leader, and that is exactly what he needed.
Good luck for him. Ali Day, you've made a mistake in the first race, the ski race, but you've come back with a great bit of body surfing there. Kai Hurst, though, he had to swim all the way in, had such a lead on the rest of the field that it didn't matter. And what a great, great performance in the swim league from him.
Almost a bit of a get-out-of-jail-free card for Ali Day, though.
He's been to the Beijing Olympics. He's off to London, and he's going to be first across the line.
Tommy Trembath.
Tommy Trembath, congratulations, in second position. We'll keep an eye out for Ali Day. Hayden, tell us about our man Kai. He has worked very hard there with Shannon in third.
He sure has, Kai. Big swim, mate. It's always scary when you come into the break zone, you look back, there's no waves behind you. Mate, you did well to get onto that one.
Yeah, I was coming in, just went real low. They came through, and that's surf. I'm buggered.
That is surf, mate. You did very well, and it'll set you up nicely for that iron there.
Well done to Kai Hurst. Zane Holmes is coming in. Kane Eckstein. There is Ali Day in the background. Phil Clayton. So he'll be in about 6th or 7th position. Ali Day has made up some ground. He was in a pack of about 5 blokes. You need to finish in front of those, and he has. So well done to Ali Day, but again, Shannon Eckstein's finished well in front of him, as has Kane Eckstein, and the boys look like they've really worked hard on that swim.
Well, at the moment, those two guys have been going off early in the last race. If they have a good board leg, both good on the board, and Corey Jones, another one of the more fancy guys on the board leg, Nick, and he's in a good position as well. So he's a local around here. Plenty of fans, plenty of bearded people around the beach supporting Corey Jones. He goes very well at this event. In 2008, at this beach, he beat the whole field here to win his first major race.
Even some of the girl fans have got the beard on today, looking after Corey Jones.
And there's Hugh Doherty, who won here last year in his breakthrough win. Matty Poole the boyfriend of the female winner, Candice Falzon, making his way up the beach. These positions are all important because we've got a handicap pursuit style event, and you'll be handicapped at the start depending on your finishes. So Matty Poole, he's had a tough season in a lot of ways.
Yes, it hasn't been as outstanding as last year's,
it's his
debut.
worst day today.
Yeah.
Worst day. Like he's been around the 5th, the 6th, the 7th position, and today really not on fire at all.
Wesley Berg, very busy at the moment, training the world's best service for the Quicksilver Pro. Good to see him involved. His little daughter Miller was at the surf club, absolutely running amok last night. Love to see it. Here's the results from that race, the swim. Kai Hurst, Thomas Trembath, Shannon Eckstein, Zane Holmes, Kane Eckstein, Phil Clayton, and Ali Day, congratulations, sneaks into 7th position, our series leader. Plenty still to come here from Coolum Beach, and after the break, we'll have a bit of a look at the class of 2020. They've already completed one leg of this qualifying series to go through the Ironman. There he is, the human beard, Matty Poole, just to stand out in pink. Zane Holmes, twins on the way. Good luck, Kai Hurst. And Hugh Doherty there, Phil Clayton, Kane Eckstein looking focused as always. Sam Ham and the boys. Ali Day, the man in black, is the man they're all chasing, and Shannon Eckstein is making his way into that points lead at the moment, and Reese and Wes, good mates on the end of the line. So we're set for a start. Crackersturcraft.com. Reese Jury set to go at Coolum. Perfect conditions, a nice 3-foot swell, sunny day, glorious in the water, and that is a sight that is absolutely magnificent.
A lot of good ball paddlers in this field. The likes of Corey Jones, Wes Berg, Sam Hamilton, Shannon Eckstein's won an Australian board title. Kane Eckstein going well today. He's won a world board title. So there are many, many great board paddlers out here, and any one of those guys could be leading. Sweep
still playing a part in choosing your direction out there, because a couple of rips out there as well, and a fairly considerable sweep.
Yeah, good question. There is a hole. That's right. There's a hole to the left, and that certainly helps the competitors go out to sea. But at the moment, the surf has dropped, and a lot of the competitors are just thinking, let's take the shortest course possible to that first turning buoy. It is an M-shaped course, so they go out, back in, around the Renault car, then back out again as we see some waves breaking. There's Kane Eckstein in the orange board, pushing his way out. Clado got through. Oh, Zane Holmes. He's had a bit of trouble there, and he's going to have to really work to come back at the field.
Phil Clayton really rolled his board there. He's 6th in the series at his age. He's the story of the year for mine, Guy. He's been a phenomenal performer.
I mean, they go out for 5 years. I mean, how long was Thorpe out for before he made the comeback?
Close to 6.
Yeah,
so,
well, think of Phil Clayton. He's been out for 5 years, comes back in, does the trial, doesn't get through. We give him a wild card because we believe that he's got plenty to offer, and comes in and he's right up the pointy end. I mean, 35 years of age, that's pretty impressive.
Love the story you told earlier on about him last week, how he was happy to go out and put posters on signs to promote this series. He's a great man, and let's hear from Phil Clayton.
Practice. It's an old cliche, but you know, after every session I like to go down and do an extra 10 or 15, even 20 minutes of body surfing, and I've done it my whole life. I take all the kids at Curra out, and we have a game called the WBC, the World Body Surfing Champs, and the numbers are up to around 45, 50 kids, and they all want to try and knock myself, Kai, Kane, anyone off the mantelpiece, and we do it over and over and over again. And when you practice something enough, when race day comes, it's second nature, and it happens.
He's a great competitor, full of passion, full of emotion, and this is where Phil Clayton just rolled under that guy.
Yeah, he took himself under the white water. It was the right thing to do where he was. Zane Holmes with the dolphin board, that he's this company, he got flipped sideways as he went under the white water, and that caused his board to come on side on, which would have cost him 5 or 10 placings.
Phil Clayton also took the entire Gold Coast Suns Football Club list through their bronze medallion over their pre-season training, so they love him as well, as do most people on the coast. It's tight at the front. The boys are battling it out. Hugh Doherty leads in the Kellogg's Nutri-Grain Ironman series in this qualifying on the board. Welcome back to Coolum Beach. Hugh Doherty is stroking in front. He's not too far away from the wave zone. Shannon Eckstein is there. Wes Berg. Trevor Hendy is out there. And Trevor, Zane Holmes is in last position. What's happened?
Yeah, Zane was a long way back and looking really tired too, like he was really, maybe got really spent rolling under those waves, must have got caught in there a little bit longer. Also, in 16th spot was Kai Hurst and 14th spot was Ali Day. But once again, the professor, Shannon Eckstein, was sitting there looking very in control. Kane Eckstein about 8th or so, looking very determined.
Trev, Shannon said this week that he believes he can still win the series. Is that a bit of a mind game to put some pressure on Ali Day?
Oh, I don't know. I think he does believe he can. I think the whole year he's thought he was going to, and he can't work out why his luck's not going for him. he had that wave break over him in the swim leg just before, so something's not quite right for him, but man, he's as prepared as he ever has been as far as I can see from out here. And remember, Leach, it's 7 points between first and fourth. Distance by having a win when someone else has a bad one.
Hugh Doherty has cracked a wave. He had his maiden victory here last year, and Hugh Doherty
We've got a bit of serving here. He's taken off on the right-hander, and he's screaming across the side of it. He might throw off a bit of a turn here now. He's going to straighten out. The boys have been surfing the waves here the last couple of days, Howie. There have been some great waves on offer in the morning, particularly. Same, and what they're trying to do is they're trying to get back into that the Renault turning board, so they're trying to make sure that they're right in position so they run up the beach. They're not having to go any further than they need to. So, yeah, a great display of surfing there, Nick, but it's all because they want to make sure they're on that car.
Yeah, exactly right. Wesley Berg having a bit of fun behind as well on his Wes Berg board. And as Mark said, he is involved with coaching a lot of the surfers as well, but he was having a ball out there as well. Wes coming in now in the red just behind
Hayden, you're down the beach there. How's Hugh looking?
Hughie's looking very fit. We got Fuddy here cheering him on as well. But he's looking steady. He's looking ready to go. And, you know, he's got a good lead on Wes Berg, and he's just going for it hard. Wes is looking fit and ready to go as well. And it's good to see the older boys really showing these young guys how to do it.
And Ali Day, any sign of him, our series leader?
Ali Day, no sign yet. I can't see him at the moment coming out of the water. Actually, he's just picked up his board. He's running up the beach now. He's probably 9th, I think.
Speaking to Shannon during the week, he said he's 14 points behind Ali. If he can narrow that margin to 8 points in Noosa, he reckons he's riding with a chance for 4 series in a row.
And, you know, if he can do that, given the season that he has had, which is a season of not dominating, then that probably, for my mind, would be one of his best victories if he can do it.
Definitely. I think the standards improved. I mean, Shannon was crooked the first couple of rounds and wasn't at his best. He's back healthy in the last 3 or 4 weeks. Feels pretty good as we see Zane Holmes in the side of the screen there coming in around sort of 18th, 19th position. But I think he's got his confidence back because he's healthy again, you know, and he knows that he can sort of do it. He's done it many times before. He's a real star in the sport, one of the greats of all time, and it would be great to see him really tussling it out of Noosa next week in the last race.
Well, Kai Hurst made comment after the last leg of the swim that he was stuffed, I think he said, after that swim. So he's towards the back of the field as well, with Zane Holmes just behind him. And also I think Lyndon is there with him as well.
Here are the points after race 2. This is the 3rd race qualifying. Shannon Eckstein is leading at the moment off 4 seconds. Kane Eckstein will start at 8 seconds. Kai also at 8. Hugh, Phil, Tom, and Zane Holmes will drop back through the field after this. There is Ali Day, so he's 16 seconds. So he's giving Shannon Eckstein 12 seconds at the start if it continues on this way in the pursuit format. Matty Poole, 23 down. Corey Jones, 26 down. So you get your 3 races. If you get a third, a third, and a third, you'll be off +9 with the zeros starting the clock in this format, which worked beautifully in the girls. And I think it's going to be very effective again in the men's.
Good old Tommy Trembath, huh? He's right up there. We haven't seen him all season and up the pointy end of the races, but he's doing a great job today. And it's good to see Hugh Doherty, who won here at Coolum last year. It was his standout, his breakout win for him in his career, and he loves these conditions. Tricky at Coolum, long bank, the breaks, it gets a nice wave here, and he loves those tricky conditions.
Great shots as the field comes round. The Kellogg's Nutri-Grain, boy, that is Mel, our intrepid camerawoman. She has got a heart the size of Farlap. She just dangles her feet down there, Leachy.
Yep, she did that at Newcastle with the imminent shark warnings, and same in WA with the sharks over there. So no, but up here at Coolum, no sightings whatsoever. Corey Jones has fought through on Hugh Doherty. So Corey Jones, the local who loves Coolum so much, has pushed his way through. Phil Clayton coming through on the red, white and blue board at the moment, and there are a lot of good board paddlers in this field. And it is still anyone's to win this 3rd qualifying race.
See the other boys heading out. Right at the back of shot is a man all on his own, Zane Holmes. He's taking the foot off Guy.
Yeah, he's tanking this race because he knows that one placing is only worth 1 second in the scheme of things. So he'll have a 20th in this race, but that'll add up to his other good results, and he'll get into that last race, the final, which is a short course Ironman race, and he believes that he can go through the field. So he's just taking it easy. Trev, you're out there. Zane going very, very slowly at the minute. Trev, you out there? No, we haven't got Trev at the moment. There's Zane Holmes on screen. He is just floating around, taking it very, very easily. But Corey Jones He's moved through to the front, and he is going very, very strong. Corey Hill sitting in behind him. He's come through. Sam Hamilton as well. The specialist board paddlers are all going so strongly. So at the moment, Corey Jones, and there's his followers. Look at that. That is a classic, Howie.
Oh, my Lord. There's a man up here that told me he could juggle possums. I think there were a couple of possums on the face there. Trev, let's get us back on board. What's happening out the back?
No, Trev, there's Kane Eckstein on the screen, so he's fighting through at a rate of knots as well. So the field has really pushed through on Hugh Doherty. Corey Jones up there, Sam Hamilton, also Corey Hill, but Kane Eckstein, what a great board leg from him. He is flying through the field, and only second at the moment behind his brother on the points coming into the third qualifying race. Trev, we've got it all happening at the moment. Kane Eckstein pushing through, Zane Holmes at the back, tanking this race to get himself ready for the next one. Plenty of things going on.
And guess who else has pushed himself right through, and that's Ali Day. He came over, he's actually he'll be on the left side of your screen or the northern end of the beach, so he's held himself back. If he can get away, he'll be closer to the finish. He's sitting in a really good spot. Kane's sprinting for a little bit of a swell now. Gone past you, Doherty.
What's going on here, Trev? He's actually gone into first place. How does that happen?
He's gone past those two boys, and they're all going to be on this wave that Shannon Eckstein has just missed.
But Trev, Kane's way down to the south, though, isn't he? So he needs to get himself back into position. Oh, he's going to take off here pretty late on this one. So they're all going to take this one. You've got on the inside, you've got Corey Jones. On the outside, Kane Eckstein. And Hugh Doherty in the middle. So it's going to be a real race to come up the beach. Who's in the right position to come up to that finishing area? But at the moment, it is a fight between the three, and it'll come down to positioning.
Great work by Kane Eckstein. Hugh Doherty is there, the winner at Coolum last year in the middle of shot. And he of the scraggly beard, Corey Jones, is on the left. They've gapped the field with this wave. Keep an eye out for another wave coming through the back. This is going to be a great sprint up the beach, guys.
Corey Jones is in a perfect position to come up. He's got the shortest distance, I think, to get to the finishing arch. So there'll be a real sprint between Hugh Doherty and Corey Jones. Hugh Doherty bunny hopping. Corey Jones off first. He's going for it. The crowd's going nuts. Corey Jones coming up to win the third qualifier.
Well, the big bearded crowd is on hand, and their man, Corey Jones, crosses over in the qualifier. Have a look at Corey Jones, fear the beard. And he's put a bit of fear into the field. Hugh Doherty in second. Kane Eckstein will just roll his way into third, and he will start very much near the front of this race.
Maybe first, I think.
Nicole, Shannon Eckstein is coming in. Give us an update, Nicole, from the beach on Ali Day. We can see him on screen now.
Well, Ali Day is just running up now, and as we see Shannon Eckstein go across the line, and we'll talk to now the winner of this particular leg. Corey, you've got a huge fan club out here. That was a pretty nice win.
Yeah, no, had a real slow start in the ski as usual, and the swim was pretty average too, so my favourite leg's the board leg, and I seem to do all right in that, so yeah, no, I was stoked for that. It's good.
It was a great win, and as I said, the fans out here, you've got girls and boys putting the beard on for Corey.
Yeah, no, I'm a bit jealous. Some of those beards out there are a lot better than what I got going, so no, I'm kind of happy that I did something good for the crowd after a slow start, so now we've got the big one to go, and anything can happen. I'll go out there and have a crack, and yeah, see how we go.
Good luck.
Thanks a lot.
Said his father had a beard like that. He's just trying to show his father a bit of respect. He likes to surf, fish and garden, and that's about it. Grow the beard, and good luck to him. After the break, the full results, you will get the lineup for this handicap pursuit event in the Kellogg's Nutri-Grain Ironman Series from a glorious Coolum Beach. As Guy pointed out, you need to finish in the top 10 to automatically qualify. Otherwise, you go through to the qualification series, which is usually in about August, and that really does sort the men from the boys.
Yeah, we're looking at a different venue than Noosa this year. I'm going to play around with that. Basil Scafidi, co-promoter from SEL there on the beach, organising some stuff there on the screen, and yeah, we're going to look at another venue to test the athletes as we go into the race 3 times.
We've had 3 races. They've decided the starting order. Shannon Eckstein will start on 8 seconds. 3 seconds behind him, his brother, Hugh Doherty, on 13 seconds. Ali Day has minimised that gap. So we are on 8 seconds now. We'll be set for a start at any moment. And there it is, Shannon Eckstein. He leads them off. He is reaping the rewards of a combined performance in the first 3 events, and his brother Kane will be the one chasing him off. Kane has looked like he's already gone. Ali Day now, Phil Clayton, and the boys chase after the rabbit that is Shannon Eckstein.
Trev, you've been in this position before in the short course type style racing, being out in front. What does Shannon Eckstein do? Does he just put his head down and go?
Well, what this mimics is the fact that you might have already had a leg and you've picked up a lead in that first leg. So the guys that are behind, instead of being tired, though, they're actually got spring in their legs so they can take off and chase you. And we know, I talked about it in the in-deep segment, you get hit by one wave and it knocks you back that whole bit. Shannon Eckstein, having said that, looks like he's going to get out cleanly on the ski and hold those few seconds lead.
I'll tell you what, having Kane Eckstein riding behind you, his brother, who did so well in Perth, got plenty of confidence. I asked him before the event, what's he need to do today to go better in these shorter type races, and Nick, he's doing it, isn't he?
Yeah,
he's
look,
sharp off the beach.
He's aggressive, and that's what you want to see. He's almost bridged the gap between himself and his brother. This is the small gap just here, you know, so it's almost done. So being aggressive and really trying to almost act and feel like you're a sprinter rather than an endurance athlete is what he's got to do.
Well, Trev, he's on the all-important wash, that little bit of push that you get, that drag you get, and he's in a great position now to sit in behind his brother and get pushed out to sea. The wind's coming in from out on the horizon, which means that you're actually battling into that chop, and Kane's sitting in a very nice position behind his brother.
It was like a day at work when he won at Perth, wasn't it? He did it so comfortably. Yeah. He was a lesson. It was a masterclass that he handed to everybody else. I reckon, though, if he won this today, we know inside there's a burning desire to win short course races. If he won this, I think we'll see a lot of fist pumping, a lot of stuff going on, and I'll love it.
It will also be his third win of the series. He's only 10 points behind Ali Day, so that'd put him into very, very nice position. Nicole, the thing that amazed me about the marathon in Perth, he finished that race. As you do, you grabbed him 6 seconds later.
Yeah.
Could have blown out a candle.
Yeah, could not have blown out a candle. He was absolutely fantastic. And you know, to be able to say, and I asked him today, I said, how did you back up? Because there's a lot of talk about how people backed up after the marathon course. A lot of the guys had trouble recovering. He said, no, I was fine. No problems whatsoever.
He's the true endurance athlete out of the field, and because of that, that style of race really suits him. When he got that far in front, I mean, I think the telling thing, Trev, in that race was on the ski league going straight off the beach at Scarborough. He had to do, 2.5 hours of work, and within 5 minutes of the start of the race, he was in front of the ski. So he just went, you know what, I'm going to go for the front. I'm going to drag you guys down. I'm going to smash you as hard as I can, and it just turned into like a masterclass and something like a bit of training for him.
It's mind-boggling, isn't it? And he called it 85%, which I absolutely love. And look, we see there Kai Hurst paddling past. He's sitting in about 5th or 6th spot with Ali Day right behind him. Two of the stars of the series this year. And if Kai Hurst hadn't had that disqualification, right now he'd be sitting right there with Ali Day as a series leader.
In very handy position coming into the swim. We know he's so dominant in the swim. In fact, you were telling us before you thought he could make a 30-second gap in the swim. So keep an eye for Kai Hurst in this.
Well, the thing is, he got unlucky. He still won the second qualifying race, the swim race, to get himself in a good position for this final race, but he didn't get away all the way in, Trev. He swam all the way in and still won the surf race. Now, I reckon that Huey, the god of surf, is going to say, you know what, I'll throw you a wave in the swim league, Kai, because you didn't get one in the surf race.
I was watching that on that time, and I've seen Kai Hurst catch so many waves over the years at moments when he really needed it, and whenever he doesn't catch one, he never complains. You never hear him say, oh, I missed the wave. And he said again today, he said, oh, that's surf. And that's why he gets them when he needs them, because he doesn't have that attitude of, oh, grumble bum, and away he goes. They turn up when he needs them.
He never lays blame on anything else other than just getting the job done, and I think that's just a good attitude, and it keeps him very fresh and positive for when he races.
And whilst we've been talking about everybody else, Kane included, who was sitting in second, we haven't really spoken much about Shannon, apart from the fact that he is sitting behind, was at 14 points, and he gives himself a chance at actually winning this series. What about this race right now? He needs to win it to give himself a chance to win the series. So, you know, how is he handling it? You know, he looks like he's going exceptionally well at this point.
Having just watched the swim race up close and personal, Shannon Eckstein swam exceptionally well. He was tracking back onto Kai Hurst. He pulled it back probably about 7 or 8 metres on the way back in that first lap. Wave broke over his head, got left behind. So he is in good form.
Well, there you go. He's just jumped onto a wave about a 1 to 2 footers, pushing him in on the bank, and that's a nice little rest for him as he'll come up. He'll run around the Renault run leg and set himself very up for what Trevor's saying is the swim leg. He's been doing that very well. So Kai Hurst has come through in a wave. Ali Day on the right-hand side of the screen. In front of him, though, is Kane Eckstein and Hugh Doherty. So that is the winner, the leader at the moment, Shannon Eckstein. He will come up the beach. They've had nice rests on the wave. Their heart rates would have dropped down, but it is now that Shannon Eckstein's going to have to do it in the swim league.
Ali Day, our series leader, hadn't made a mistake all series. For the entire row of events, hadn't made a mistake. He had some unfortunate issue in the ski earlier on, Trev, but if any day is to make a mistake, it really hasn't gone.
Yeah, I guess there's still the chance. Look at him running up, black singlet, just on Kyhurst right there, and he's still in touch with the leaders. But if Shannon Eckstein does get out well now, it has cost him the day. So we still don't know just yet, do we?
You know what? I think with Ali Day is he's having a bad day by what he's done in the previous races that we've had up until now, but he's sitting in a great position. So I think the key to Ali Day is that he's young, but he doesn't make major mistakes. He minimises his mistakes, and because of that, he's up the front.
Have a look at the crowd at Coolum Beach, Trev. For a man that's competed in this sport over a long period of time, it must fill your heart with joy. They are packed onto the beach at Coolum.
I think for the competitors, you know, when they go to a place, they're doing a lot of training where they maybe don't feel acknowledged. They do a lot of early mornings, late afternoons. When they go to a place and a crowd turns up and it becomes known that we're going to go to Coolum and there's a crowd, it really gets them going. They love it. They love turning up to a venue like Coolum, and it's absolutely drop-dead gorgeous to hang around this place.
You know, the thing that I thought of before is that Kyhurst talking about the fact, Trev, that he wanted to be like you. He grew up wanting to emulate you. But you look at these guys now, and there are kids right around the country that are joining Nippers. And I come from Victoria, and Nippers has become very popular down in Victoria now. Lots of kids doing it. You know, these guys, there are kids right around the country wanting to be just like them, which is absolutely fantastic because you're passing the mantle on.
Well, Trevor, you know that we grew up in surf clubs and we competed, but then we went down the beach on the other weekends and we gave our time to do patrols to go and save people's lives by getting them out of rips and all the rest of it. And these kids right now, you've got to be proud of them because, you know what, they give their time. And if people out there have trouble in the ocean and these guys are going out to rescue them, you wouldn't want to have anyone else other than them come and get you because they'll get you very quickly.
Absolutely, and they're very proud of it too, to wear the red and yellow cap. Now, one thing when I left my hotel room this morning, last thing that TJ said to me was, Dad, you've got to introduce me to Ali Day today. That was it. He's his favourite, absolutely loves him, and there it is. There's the hero thing.
Now, this is your son that wants to be an Ironman, right?
That's right, yep.
Not much pressure,
no.
Trev.
No, don't worry, he's having a bit of fun.
We can have a look at the ticker. Shannon Eckstein is leading Hugh Doherty. Kane Eckstein is hanging in there.
Is that Tommy Trembath again sitting in there?
Kyhurst is up there. Ali Day, he'll be under the pump. He'll be like Sachin Tendulkar's son. I think we mentioned that before, being Trevor Hendy's son, being an Ironman. As we move through the field, and Phil Clayton looked like he just tweaked a hammy in that last event. He
actually, I knew before coming into it, Phil told nobody that he tweaked his hammy a little bit on Friday afternoon, having a sprint up the beach against young Nat Lindsay at Kurrawa. But
are you like the Vault?
Yeah, I sort of kind of kept it back. He didn't want to talk about it, but it has been affecting him today. He's been hobbled and limping around.
We're rounding out the field. Tannen Linden in 17th, Martin in 18th. And there are the boys finishing it off. They have got the swim leg. It is building up to a sensational finish here at Coolum. This is the Kellogg's Nutri-Grain Ironman Series. The swim continues at Coolum Beach on the Sunshine Coast. Glorious conditions, 24 degrees in the water. Great day for a swim, but these boys, this is not just a paddle, Nick. The heart rate will be up and they're pumping, heading back in towards the beach.
Yeah, absolutely. They've really got the arm strokes going. In particular, Kane Eckstein, I'm noticing his stroke rate. He is, yeah, well, Kane's desperate to try and bridge the gap into first place. There's Kai. He's moved his way through the field, hasn't he?
Yeah, be afraid, people in front, because Kyhurst is coming and he's coming quick. And you know what? It's not over yet because you get into that wave area, and if he latches onto one, look out. And this is the leg, Trev, that things can change. Even though the board leg's still to come, the swim leg, if you catch a wave, makes a big difference.
Right now we've got a bit of art mimicking life, or life mimicking art, or something like that, because you got Shannon Eckstein doing an amazing job out the front of Kane Eckstein. Remember back to the Coolangatta Gold, the movie that we loved, of course. Yeah. Some didn't, but we loved it. We're about the two brothers that, you know, fought. One was angry and everything else, and one was the real talented one. And Shannon and Kane Eckstein like that. They didn't have an aggressive father like that, but it's unbelievable to think, isn't it? At the end of all this, you've got two brothers out there fighting for it, and both of them want it desperately.
Yeah, well, our sport had the Mercer brothers, and Dean was the angry one, and Darren was more placid, and then you got the Ecksteins, and you've got Shannon, who's more placid, and Kane more angry. So it's quite unique in our sport that that's actually happened off the back of that movie. So,
and the good thing to see, you don't see it very often in elite sport, is that you have the next generation following the footsteps of their parents, which is, again, the nice thing about surf lifesaving, where we see Geordie Mercer, you know, making the transition, you know, with Darren, her father. But you guys looking to...
Here comes a wave, Nick. Sorry to interrupt, but there's a wave broken. Will he be able to push down that Shannon Eckstein? But no, it's sort of filled up where he was. But there's waves coming through now. And this is horror time for Shannon Eckstein, because they're going to pull onto this, and this could be the difference. Here we go. So
Hugh Doherty
Kane
is on the
Eckstein.
wave. Kane Eckstein is beside him, and Shannon off to the right. He'll be waiting for this wave. Huey has made
Shannon's
himself
got
into
it.
a surfboard.
Kane missed it.
And lost it.
So does Hugh Doherty that has come through the field, is what you're telling me, Trevor.
Yeah, that's right, Hugh. Shannon did pick that up broken, a very, very good effort, but then lost it because he was on the wrong side of the wave. Now Hugh's in no man's land, and here comes Kane.
Oh.
Over the top of his brother, maybe.
Yeah, it is too. So Shannon, Kane Eckstein in the orange. Oh, he's going to keep surfing this through. That's fabulous effort there, but Hugh Doherty just in front of Kane Eckstein at the moment.
And you
So
see them,
he's
Leachy,
come
there
right
swimming.
through.
Shannon swimming sideways, trying to get in the right spot to pick up the next little bit, as every little bit counts. Right,
Tricky conditions through this bank as Hugh Doherty pushes down the last little bit of the wave to get up for that Renault run leg. But we said earlier that Hugh Doherty, don't discount him. He could come through today. He loves this beach. He's got the locals on side, and you know what? He loves these tricky conditions, and he's in front with one leg to go.
Well, he won last 11th in the series. He was 4th last week in the marathon, though, so he's running into form at the right time of the year. I'll never forget that last year when he took it out at Coolum. Trev, it was an emotional moment for him to win his first ever event.
And we all loved it too because he'd gone so long without winning a race. And now, here he is leading into the board leg. Remember, he led the board leg today.
The Orologio time, he peaks 13 minutes as Kane Eckstein comes trudging out of the water with his muscular physique. He is flying. Shannon Eckstein coming in behind him. So there's 3rd and 4th. But at the moment, Hugh Doherty's come through into first place. Kai Hurst had a great swim in a second, and the race is on.
All that work Shannon Eckstein did. He had a good gap on the field. Ali Day and Zane Holmes. That move to just take it easy in the last race has paid off. He's moved through the field, but Shannon saw his lead evaporate in the surf.
Oh, good to see that Zane has found some energy from somewhere. Well, Ali Day, what are you thinking right now as a 21-year-old new boy that all the way along has said he doesn't believe in himself, he doesn't believe.
He's just run past Ali Day, Nick. He's flying past him. He's got a second wind here, so I don't know if
So what does Ali do then?
He's got to go with him. He's got to jump on his Zane and try to do everything he can, because every place that he can get now could be the difference at Noosa between winning the series and not. But Hugh Doherty, Trev, he is a great board paddler.
He really
doesn't
is.
make many mistakes, does he?
Yeah, he's the coach at Tugan. Oh, look at this. This just popped right on. He's done well, though. Very difficult position. Had no speed. Had to lean back and pop the nose over without the momentum. But he's done well. He's going to get out. Kai Hurst looks to have crept out even better over on the right-hand side here. Actually, to Hugh's left. Just ducked under. And there's Shannon on the right of the screen sitting over that one. Now, this is Shannon's series right here. If he can get up for a win, he pulls those points back.
But Hugh Doherty, if there was anyone you didn't want in front of you with a board leg to go, he doesn't make mistakes on the board, does Hugh Doherty? You'd think that he's in pretty good shape at the moment. It's a bit of an upset.
Shannon Eckstein caused to roll off. He was unlucky there, the champ. He just got hit by that set that Hugh and Kai got over, and he's going to just try and work his way over this one. And Ali Day, you can see him. He's going to be taking these on the nose as well as he tries to stick onto the back of Zane Holmes. But as this man, Hugh Doherty, leading the field, could he go back-to-back at Coolum?
Well, such different races. Last year was a 2-hour marathon race that Hugh Doherty came through for the best win of his life. Today, a completely different format, a handicap pursuit race. All of a sudden, he's up there again. Same venue.
And would you want the endurance swimmer who just stays and stays and stays sitting behind you on the board? Kai Hurst is a very good board paddler.
What about this man behind his brother, Kane Eckstein? He's won both enduro rounds. He's actually sitting 2nd in the series. He's the man closest to Ali Day, 10 points behind, so this is just bubbling away for a beauty.
Well, Kai Hurst has not let Hugh Doherty go, though, so he's sitting here behind him about 5 metres behind. He's really working hard, rating hard. Hugh Doherty having a rest with his legs, lying down, trying to get himself ready. He'll get around that turning can. When you go downwind with the wind, he'll get back on his knees again and really drive home.
Kai desperate to try and bridge this gap to get a bit of a wash ride on him.
He is, and look, if you notice his stroke there, he's keeping his head down fairly low. Kai's not one of the classic technicians on the board. He doesn't have quite the flexibility of a Wes Berg who reaches right out. But having said that, you can see he's really getting his body forward as he possibly can.
Well, Hugh Doherty around in the last turn. He's got Kai Hurst right on in behind him. They'll come downwind now, so they'll be up on their knees in a second. They'll be driving hard. The wind's at about sort of 15 knots, surf's at about 3 foot, but at the moment, Hugh Doherty doing a fantastic job with Kai Hurst sitting right in behind.
Kane Eckstein has just taken a slight lead in front of his brother Shannon. Kane sits 2nd in the series. Shannon sits 3rd. And the man there in black is leading the series, and this is working pretty well for Ali Day.
Yeah, well, Ali Day only has to really cover Kane Eckstein, doesn't he, and Shannon Eckstein, and with that, Hugh Doherty in front and Kai Hurst in front of him, they're not anywhere near him on points. So at the moment, It's working out quite well for Ali Day as we come back into the wave area now. Here it comes. Here comes the set, Trev.
And Kai Hurst over on the left in the yellow.
It's a good one too,
Hugh
Trevi.
Doherty on the right. And they will hold this without mistakes. This is going to come down to better positioning and a possible run up the beach.
And Kai Hurst has got the position. He's cutting across the wave on purpose to get himself into that finishing arch, Trev, to make sure his distance running to the finish is less than Hugh Doherty. So Kai Hurst, after the disappointment at Newcastle, is positioned beautifully to get himself into that finish area. Hugh Doherty way down the beach to the south, and it's going to be a run to the finish.
Oh, and where we can see this from too as well, Kai Hurst is right in front of the finish arch. Hugh Doherty hasn't got the opportunity for that wave to get back. He's got to straighten up.
He can't get across.
It is just a short sprint up the beach too. There's only about 40 metres of sand with the tide dropping. Kai Hurst doing everything he can. The crowd on the beach starting to swell.
It's on now.
Hurst is onto the sand. Hugh Doherty is onto the sand. Look at this toe for toe at Coolum. Hurst sprinting his guts out. Hugh Doherty making his way up the chute. It's Hurst. It's Doherty. It's Kai Hurst. He takes out Coolum. Hugh Doherty in second. Wow-wee. Kai Hurst, he's the king of the pool. He's off to the Olympics, and he's on top of Coolum.
Absolutely incredible. What a race finish. Now, what happens here, Leachy? Because this is major for point score.
Well, you've got Shannon Eckstein and Kane Eckstein coming in as well. Ali Day just sitting in behind these guys. This is where the series win is, and it's the two brothers up and racing, Howie. Kane Eckstein just in front of Shannon at the moment.
Eckstein versus Eckstein. Mum will be having a heart attack at home. It's Shannon, it's Kane, it's Kane, it's Shannon. What about this for a finish? Kane in front of his brother for third. Shannon for fourth. It's like the Melbourne Cup twice in a minute.
What a great finish.
And back in the field. This is Ali Day and Zane Holmes now. This is important for Ali Day. He's hitting the sand. Zane Holmes now on the outside leg. Ali Day on the inside. Look at him. The whipper from Kiama against the big boy, the star of the sport, Zane Holmes. It's Holmes. It is Ali Day. That's 3 Melbourne Cups in a minute. Zane Holmes in front of Ali Day. You won't see a better finish in Ironman racing than this.
I've never seen 3 finishes like that before in this sport.
Matty Poole making his way in as well now. Just a sensational finish at Coolum Beach. By gee, this sets up an absolutely great weekend next week at Noosa, 2 o'clock Sunday afternoon, Channel 10. Nicole, what a finish.
It was a fantastic finish. Gee, what a great finish there with Hugh battling it out.
Wow. I don't know what to say.
Where'd you find those legs?
I don't know. You know what? I tried to come right in on the inside on that board, and I was just praying that I'd end up with the same wave with Huey and just get the right line, and that's all it came down to.
Well, another win, and you've got one more round to go, and it's an eliminator. It's going to suit you down to the tee.
Yeah, look, it's been a real up and down season, but I can't do this without the family and all my sponsors, Subaru, Rival, Oakley, Kellogg's for backing me all the way. I know I haven't had the best results, but very happy how I'm here.
2012 is yours, mate. You've got the Olympics to go. Let's think about the last round first.
Thank you. Cheers, guys.
If we've got time, we go up and have a chat to Zane. Hopefully I can get my cameraman to come up here as well. Zane, where did you find that from, mate? You looked absolutely buggered after the last of the time trials.
Yeah, like I said, I just had to find something, I actually, after that easy board race that I did, I got a bit of a second win, and I've actually felt quite good considering how I'm feeling today.
You've done this for a while. This is what Surf Lifesaving's all about. Look at this crowd and you racing up for the finish.
Yeah, sometimes it doesn't matter how you're feeling or who else is going well. If you can pull it out on the day, and I've done that many times. I knew I could do it today, but I just gave away too much of a lead.
Well done, mate, and congratulations on the news on twins on the way. I'll talk to you later about it.
Yeah, thank you.
He reckons today was hard. Wait till the twins pop out. Well done to Zane Holmes. Fantastic to Kai Hurst. If only he wasn't disqualified in Newcastle, he would be right up the top as well. Hugh Doherty, congratulations on second. Kane Eckstein busting his brother out. Third, Shannon fourth, Zane fifth. Ali Day, make sure he doesn't lose too much. And well done to Matty Poole.
Yeah, well, Corey Jones, great result for you. Clado up there as well. Reece Drury, the veteran of the field, in 10th. Corey Hill had a better race today. Westberg, Alex Tibbetts and Tannen Linden. Great result for you too.
Plenty more still to come from Coolum Beach after the break. The presentations, and what about this man, killer Kai Hurst? He's off to the Olympics, but he's got another round of the Kellogg's Nutri-Grain Ironman Series under his belt.
Well, he had to work pretty hard for it today. Ali, it was a pretty tough day.
Yeah, definitely, Nicole. So hard to come back from Perth and then do this shorter stuff with the 10 minutes in between each race is, a really hard day. And I fought as hard as I could, and I think everyone else did. So, yeah, congratulations to Kai.
The deficit from the time trials we were watching on the ski just got nailed a little bit. We just made comment in commentary that you don't make any mistakes, so we probably put the mozzer on you. But, you know, it was hard to come back from that, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. You know, Michael said to me, you just got to get over it, Ali. And the whole time I was going, oh, I wish I'd have made those 2 mistakes in the ski. I would have been this far in front. But you can't really think that in this game. And, you know, I think I fought pretty hard back. So, yeah, really happy with that.
You liking the colour black?
I haven't even looked down at it, to tell you the truth. I just keep thinking I'm wearing the blue, but yeah, every now and then I think when you do these interviews, I remember that I'm in the black, I suppose.
Well, guess what? You get it for next round as well.
Oh, wish I could pass it off to someone else.
Well, you know, the whole idea is that you get to the end of the next round and you still got it. So you go in with a slim lead, and Kane has started to shorten it up a little bit, eliminate a next round.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to next week. I love going to Noosa, I love racing there, and you know, I think Kane's, you know, chipping away at it, so I think hopefully he doesn't get another 5-point lead on me again. But yeah, well done to Kane today. I'm looking forward to next week.
Do you think you can do it now? Come on, mate, talk it up for me.
No, not me. I don't know, you know, I'd love to, it'd be awesome to, you know, win the thing, but it's a bonus from here, Nicole. You know, I'm happy just to wear the swimmers with my name on the back, and get the race in this series is a privilege.
Ali Day Fan Club thinks you can do it. Good luck.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Cheers.
He is a very laid-back cat. It could be a big day for Ali Day next Sunday at Noosa, looking to win his first ever Kellogg's Nutri-Grain Ironman Series. Kai Hurst has taken out round 5, though, in front of Hugh Doherty, Kane and Shannon Eckstein, Zane Holmes, Ali Day, Matt Poole, Tommy Trenbarth has had a good day. Reece Drury and Alex Tibbetts round out the top 14, and Hayden has got the podium.
Excitement galore down here at Coolum Beach. It was a great race for the men's, and coming in at 3rd place, Kane Eckstein. Big round of applause. Kane, congratulations, mate. We talked a lot today about bloodlines and things running in the family. You were neck and neck with your brother most of the day. It must be great racing alongside someone like your brother.
Yeah, definitely. We both had pretty good sort of individual races, and then that was what I was hoping. Shannon went off first, I went second. I was going, hopefully I can get with him in the ski and just sit with him, sort of thing, because he's so quick. So, yeah, it sort of worked like that, but in the swim, yeah, you never know what's going to happen in the swim, and you know, we sort of come into a bit of a pack again, and just, yeah, lucky enough I was able to get on the podium at the end.
That's it, 3rd time on the podium this series, mate. You've really taken that endurance athlete, and you've shown us today that you can also do it in that sprint format as well.
Yeah, I sort of, you know, I've gotten a couple of places at the Australian titles in the Ironman, so I always know I can, you know, try and keep up with these guys, but I just enjoy the long stuff so much more, so I suppose that's why I sort of go better in that. But yeah, starting to really enjoy today, and yeah, hopefully next week I can go a little bit better.
Well, talking about next week, you're not far behind Ali Day, who is our series leader. Mate, what's the, I suppose, how do you prepare yourself over the next week to try and take it to him there?
I don't really look at who's in front or who's behind. I can only do as good as I can, and you know, today, luckily enough, I got a few points on him, so if I could do that next week, that'd be awesome. But you know, I got 4th overall in the series, so if I can get better than that, then that's, you know, I've gone better than the last year.
Thanks, Kane. And presenting the medals today is the crippled Russell Green from Tourism Noosa. He's also the coach of Surf Lifesaving Australia. Thank you, Russell. And coming in at 2nd place, we have Hugh Doherty. Hugh, congratulations. We saw you here last season. You had a victory here. You're back on the podium this year. What a great race.
Yeah, no, so stoked to come away with it 2nd, but you know, that was a really tough race, long day of racing, and you know, full credit to Kai. He had the legs at the end, and yeah, got me up the beach.
He sure did. It was, especially with this low bank, it's all about getting that right line, and also the waves. They came into play a lot today. Yeah,
it's really tricky out there, and you know, I had a bit of luck in the swim. I got a bit of a wave, and you know, got me in front, and then you know, it works both ways. You know, Kai got a wave on me in the board, so but that's surfing. I'm still stoked to come away with the 2nd.
Exactly right. That's the beauty of this sport. Congratulations, mate. And coming in 1st place, the man that everybody loves, Kai Hurst. Listen to that round of applause. There he is. Kai, what a great result, mate. Yesterday we were jumping out of aeroplanes together. Today you've jumped to the top of the podium. How was it out there?
Yeah, good. You know, obviously the rush today wasn't as exhilarating as yesterday landing just over there, but you know, for me today, you know, those 20-minute races were long races. They're hard. You know, everyone here trying to back up from last week at Perth, you know, it was a really big ask, but look, I couldn't have asked for anything more. A bit unlucky to Shannon and Zane and Kane in the swim leg, and Huey and I picked up a good one, but look, today we wanted waves, we got waves, it was tricky, and what more could you ask for?
Exactly right. We actually talked yesterday about the tides coming into play and sort of shortening that run up today. Didn't really do that for you this afternoon, but you sure did have some legs.
Yeah, it helped me. I ended up coming in and I took the gamble to go right while Huey was going left on the board, and certainly paid off. I shook my legs off on the way in and tried to freshen them up as much as I could, and just ended up having 1 or 2 steps, you know, a little bit quicker than he did.
That's it. So next week we're jumping out of a plane again, bit of luck, and see you there in Noosa.
I didn't know that, but yeah, I'll jump out again. It'll be good. It was exciting yesterday, and look, you did good.
Thanks, mate. Congratulations. Big round of applause. Kai Hurst, everybody. Thank you.
Kai Hurst did good as well, and said earlier on in the day that he got into this sport because you inspired him, Trevor Henry, so you must be stoked to see him up there on the podium.
Yeah, certainly inspiring me these days. What a wonderful flag bearer for the sport among many.
Indeed, he's had a great result today, Kai Hurst, in front of Hugh Doherty, and importantly, Kane Eckstein has narrowed the gap on Ali Day. Who is going to win the series, Guy Leach?
I still like Ali Day. I don't think he's made any major mistakes going into the last rounds. We see Ali Day, 95 points. Kane Eckstein has shortened 90. Shannon Eckstein still looming at 83. Kai Hurst, after a poor result in Newcastle, still in there on 76. 75 to Zane, well done to you. Matty Paul, 73 points, and Clado, 69.
Now, these guys not in to win the series, but to retain a contract in the top 10. Corey Jones, Hugh Doherty rounding out 8th and 9th. Wes Bergen, 10th. Kendrick Lewis still in there.
And we round it out with James Stewart, Mitchy Miller, Tannen Linden, Sam Hamilton and Trent Martin. Well, this has been a great day for Kai Hurst here at Coolum.